Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's the home game against Fulham today, and it's the title. I would not say the title race is getting intense and stuff, but I think until January, I think there's a need that we do not drop those many points. To be honest, there's a need that we restrict the amount of points we drop. There will be points dropped along the way because especially we do not have Rodri, but I just I just want us to, carefully manage it. I mean, we went through the schedule last time when we were doing a Champions League match against Slovan Praha, and I think honestly the schedule till January we have United at home, which is very decent, I would say, which I would not rate as that difficult because they are not in a good moment. I'm not underestimating any team, but they're not in a good moment. And then I think Liverpool away is the most challenging one. I do not think. I mean, apart from those two games, there are no top six games which actually come in and stand out. To be honest, so I mean, Villa away is also going to be difficult. So I think I'm earmarking these three games, and if we can get through these three games without significant damage, I mean, with staying as close to the league leaders as possible, then anything can happen in January because in January you could go and get a Nicola Barella or a Zubimendi and or even a Samuel Ricky or Edison from Atlanta or even Alex Varela from Porto. All of these are very, very good, and suddenly the entire game changes. Marco Silva and Pep Guardiola hugging each other. Rico Lewis for Kyle Walker is interesting. I mean, how Pep will actually manage the minutes of Kyle Walker is something that will be very interesting. Kyle Walker again having with Kyle Walker, the thing is Kyle Walker won't get you through most matches in the Premier League, but what Kyle Walker will do is Kyle Walker will get you through those important matches. I know the last three goals we conceded Newcastle, the Gordon one where Walker played Gordon on side, uh, and then against Arsenal, Walker was responsible for both the goals. I think he was stupid in shooting from distance and stuff, playing against 10 men. So Walker cost you at least 4 points there. But I think Walker will be useful towards the tail end of the season, especially against teams in the Champions League. He'll be very useful in the Premier League towards the back end. I don't know why is that, but Walker just, he just, he becomes super competitive towards the tail end. So which is very interesting. The positioning of Foden is interesting. Is almost pressing in a 4-4-2 structure with Erling Haaland out of possession. And Foden's got the ball. No, Foden's got the ball. That is sharp. Ikai Gundogan. Let us see how sharp Ikai Gundogan is given the ball away there. Ikai Gundogan. I mean, Gundogan's been definitely out of form. Kandanya is here. Kandanya, how are you doing? Seen you after a while, actually. He tells his Liverpool a silent title contender. I mean, I think last season, Ange Postecoglou, I think he won eight or nine he won 8 or 9 in a row. The first and I think by the second international break, Spurs were top of the table, and City were 5 points off Spurs back then. I think Pep Guardiola in his first season won the first 7 or 8 matches. I mean, this is something we're seeing. I think United under Ole, okay, it was in mid-season, but still they won. I think their first 8 9 matches or stuff like that. I think it's a common theme that is occurring whenever new managers are coming. So not that is a great ball, Erling Haaland there. That is superb. He has to play it. Erling Haaland is in. But it's a corner and we are shit from set pieces. Wait for Fulham to go down the other end and score now. That is excellent interplay between Haaland, Foden, Gundogan and then Haaland. But I just think the ball needed to go wide to Jack Grealish there. and then Haaland had to rush in the center. So I would not say Liverpool is a title contender right now, but if at the end of December, if Liverpool are within that 2-3 points of the league leaders or top of the league, then I think anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. Gautam is here. The citizens say, Gautam, how you doing? We need to win this, buddy. We need to win this game. There are four fixtures till January. Liverpool away, United at home, Aston Villa away. Three fixtures, I would say, which I mean, they're really tough fixtures, so we cannot drop points in any other games. Fulham giving the ball away here, Leno. Ah! Gundogan that just whistled wide. Gundogan's just not having that luck, I would say. Gundogan's just not having that luck. This is superb start. I mean, that is just a whisker away. It's less than a bloody whisker away. That was so close, to be honest. That was so close. City have started very brightly here. Rico Lewis is playing as if he's been there for the last 10-15 years. He's showing experience that is way beyond his years. Erling Haaland, Jack Grealish, Haaland is through. Ah! Again a whisker away by Erling Haaland. Wow. What is it? What is happening? Gautam, can we please get your lucky bliss? Can we get your lucky bliss? Haaland was onside. That was almost an impossible angle. It was almost a it is almost a it is almost a physics defying, trigonometry defying strike. That was just mathematics was against it, but Erling Haaland's belief wasn't. City are just all over Fulham right now, but then we know Fulham can just go on that one counter attack. Adama Traore versus Josko Guardiola will be very interesting today. City look for it in the mood today. I wish we played against Newcastle at this. Manuel Akanji, Phil Foden, he's everywhere. Phil Foden. Josko Guardiola there. That was that was a bit of a mishap at the back. Gautam says, I think we should shift to our treble winning season formation. Back three at the back with Stones coming into the midfield. There are a few problems with it, Gautam. I think the Champions League final that season actually showed you why that system coaches were getting to grips with that system, to be honest. The reason being, you know what Inter Milan did there, back three and in the midfield. They're playing a 4-4-2 against it. Phil Foden on the ball. Rico Lewis in between the lines. Not a foul. And Rico Lewis gets it back again. That's a foul. That's a foul on Rico Lewis there. But look at it. That's great play from Rico Lewis. So Gautam, I think if you go back to the treble winning formation thing, I think the biggest problem with that is teams play a 4-4-2. Both the strikers come into press, which means your box midfield is getting outnumbered. Three in the midfield, two strikers makes it five. So your box midfield is getting outnumbered. So City struggle. The Champions League final was a big example of that. And I think Ten Hag in the FA Cup final last season also was a bit this thing. What are they discussing for the free kick there? Does Erling Haaland want to take it? Bloody give it to Rico Lewis. Anyway, we are so shit from set pieces. And the second problem, Gautam, is John Stones is not exactly fit throughout the season. It's a miracle that if he stays fit for 3-4 months in a season, 5 months. We've seen it in the last 4-5 years. We have a big sample size where John Stones is not fit. Oh, Erling Haaland and the free kick. Attacking bliss. Come on. I think Erling Haaland can score here. Wow. Gundo, let Erling take it. Gundo, let Erling take it. I think Erling Haaland was trying something there. I think he should have just he should have just gone for curling it above the ball. But I think there was something a gap or something they were trying to find the ball in. By the way, guys, couple of midfielders names coming in whom we can go for in January. Erling Haaland into the midfield, back to Josko Guardiol, Diaz, and Akanji are the back three here. Erling Haaland trying to play that 1-2, but Diaz is back. So a couple of names coming in. The two big names which City are said to be monitoring are, who are on top of City's priority list are and Edison from Atlanta and Samuel Ricky from, I think, Torino. Samuel Ricky is from Torino, to be honest. So they both are the names. It'll be interesting to see. City, it seems, are very keen on Edison, to be honest, over everybody else. Erling Haaland, that is excellent skill from Erling Haaland, but he needed to play in Bernardo and make a run into the box. 8 minutes gone and it's nil-nil. Gautam says, one thing I feel that should be a priority next season is KDB's replacement. There's huge news, Gautam, about KDB's replacement. City are very keen on Jamal Musiala, and Musiala is also not actually. He doesn't want to sign a contract with Bayern, so 100 million pounds for Musiala. Musiala is on next season. But I would prefer I would not prefer I would not prefer Jamal Musiala's KDB's replacement. For me, the best KDB replacement is Javi Simmons. His vision, his range of passing, the way he can dribble with the ball, the way he has an eye for goal. I think Javi Simmons is a bit more all-rounded player, you would say, than Jamal Musiala. I don't know if Jamal Musiala has that long range passing in him, but I think Xavi Simmons has it. But I think if you want someone who can, play in a 4-4-1-1 system with someone a shadow to the striker, like Erling Haaland, then I think Musiala is the perfect guy. But you want someone who commands the midfield, you want someone for that attacking midfield role, then I actually think Xavi Simmons is the one. I think depends on which formation Pep wants to plan for the next 3-4 years and stuff. Phil Foden, Adama Traore wanted to have a race with Guardiola, but Guardiola had a big head start on him. By the way, who do you want as midfielders? Phil Foden, Erling Haaland is through. Almost Calvin Bassey just gets back. But again, great, great anticipation from Phil Foden there. Kovacic is silently playing well. That's a foul from Josko Guardiol. And Kovacic, I think, is silently playing well. I know he's not a Rodri, but silently playing well there. Another interesting scenario would have been if Calvin Phillips was there here. Would Pep have played him, or would Pep still have played Kovacic there? Or Gundogan there? I don't know. Because at Ipswich now, Calvin Phillips looks much better and stronger. It's a free kick from Fulham. Erling Haaland. Press, Erling, press. That's great pressure there. And the ball goes back to Edison. Countania says, what about Florian Wirtz? Countania, I think instead of spending money on Florian Wirtz, we need to give Phil Foden and exchange Florian Wirtz for him. It would be the same situation as Lionel Messi and Paulo Dybala in in the Argentinian team, because both of them are move similarly, occupy similar positions, and I do not think you can play two left footers. It's a slip by Kovacic. Bloody hell! It's a 4v3. It's a 4v3 at the back. It's a 4v3 at the back. Oh my God! Are we gonna concede now? Is there a penalty check going on? I don't know. Look at that. Kovacic, I think Akanji, it was Akanji's mistake. Alex Iwobi there. So I think Florian Wirtz is out of question. You cannot play Florian Wirtz on the right because we have Savinho. I mean, is Savinho a better player or Florian Wirtz a better player? I think Savinho's. I mean, if you see on the wing, I mean, overall, I think Savinho's potential is higher than Florian Wirtz. I think Savinho could surpass. I think Savinho could be someone like an Aryan Robin, that profile of a winger. He could be so good. Honestly, he could be so good. He could be that is his ceiling. Aryan Robin, Frank Ribery. You name the best wingers around there. I think Savinho is capable of that. So no Florian Wirtz, please. Gautam says City are interested in Porto's defensive midfielder Alan Varela. Scouts are recently sent to assess his performance. We have been actually scouting him for a lot of time, Gautam Alex Varela. He's absolutely very good, but I do not think he's an out and out CDM like a Rodri or something. I think Alex Varela for me is more of a Gundogan profile of a player where he's central mid, not a defensive mid to be honest. Fulham are slowly getting into the game, but City are in a good position. Mateo Kovacic, Rico Lewis, back to Akanji. I would actually get someone like an Ederson to be honest at Atlanta. Is physically good Brazilian. He's having that flair. He has that footwork. Obviously, that you associate with Brazilians. His perception of space is good. Ederson. And his play and is also played under Gasparini at Atlanta. So a team that attacks at least in the view of Pep Guardiola, according to the principles of Pep Guardiola. So I think Edison for me is more than anyone else. Edison would just be superb. He would just fit this team superbly. Phil Foden with the corner, and the corners are at least better now. We're not conceding them a chance. Gautam says for Rodri's replacement. Gautam says I would prefer Xavi as well for KDB replacement. But Jamal can also be handy in I mean, it's a close one, Gautam. I think it again depends. Like where do you want your Musiala to play? Like I said, I think you want him to play off the striker or in the midfield. But I think yeah, Xavi Simons I think is of course a better pick, better all round pick, and I think Xavi Simons presses much better than Musiala as well. Xavi Simons is more hardworking than Musiala. That is a shit cross from Phil Foden. Come on, Phil. You can do better. You need to do better. A game in which the first 7, 10 sort of minutes we dominated, and then it's Fulham all over. I mean, it's Fulham have come into the game. I don't know what they're discussing so much and wasting time for every bloody set piece, every bloody corner. Who is the captain? Gundogan there. I mean, anyway, you don't score of set pieces. What is there to discuss so much? Good header by Sanderberg. Sanderberg was close to joining us actually. If we didn't get Gundogan, we were getting Sanderberg because Haaland, he's a Norwegian teammate of Haaland actually. So I think Haaland recommended him to us. That is as shit a corner you'll see in this season. That is a great save from Edison. Look at it, look at it. What will you say about this? Our corner, they get a chance to score. What the hell do you say about this? No, Gautam, the thing is, our corner, how the hell can they get a chance to score? I mean, Rico Lewis, in a way, did well till the last moment, but it's just, Adama Traore can actually be a boxer and he he can actually beat a lot of professional boxers. He's so strong, but Rico Lewis went toe to toe. with the pace of Adama Traore. The remarkable thing is Rico Lewis went toe to toe with the pace of Adama Traore, and Jack Grealish does absolutely well. That's a corner for City. It's a goal kick. It's a corner actually, but how do you concede from? I mean, how do you concede the opposition a chance from your corners? I think this is there was a stat that this is the sixth. How do teams attack City more from our corners? It's a crazy stat. How do you even do that? Bernardo Silva does exceptionally well there. Josko Guardiol, Kovacic does very well, and Adama Traore in there. I think the offside player didn't touch the ball, and now it's Alex Iwobi. Rico Lewis does exceptionally well there. Just look at the skill of Rico Lewis there. This guy is wonderful. Bernardo. Bayaji says corner turn into counter attack again. Hello Bayaji, how are you doing? I mean, it's so predictable, Bayaji. I think it's seven. There's a stat. I think it's the seventh or eighth time that we conceded from an opposition a chance from our corner, and it's so crazy. Look at it. We are all over the shop again. We are bloody all over the shop again. The first 10 minutes was superb, and then I mean, why can't we take short corners then? Can't we afford a corner coach? I mean, we bloody sent our corner coach to Arsenal, and look at what they're doing on corners. But the pace of Rico Lewis was very good, to be honest, that he kept up with Adama Traore. And and you know why? Why the striker didn't score? Because it was bloody Adama Traore. Adama Traore can't finish a packet of chips. What will he finish a goal scoring opportunity? If any other striker would have been there, Iwobi would have been there, for example. That's 1-0 last, 1-0 Fulham. Again, a counter attack turned into, sorry, our corner turned into counter attack. Rico Lewis. I think Lewis has been exceptionally good. He's everywhere. Falls 9, right back, right wing. It's 19 minutes gone. I think we need to step it up now. We are at bloody home. Ikai Gundogan. Gundo, give it to Bernardo. I think we needed to start a Savio or a Doku, to be honest. Bernardo and Grealish are never. That's a foul on Ikai Gundogan, and it's a free kick. The match has just slowed down. The first 10 minutes was very good, and then now it's slowly simmering down. But I think again, Bernardo and Grealish, they don't work. I think at least one side, at least one side, you just need to have an attacking winger like a Savio or a Doku, for example. I mean, one question still bugs me to this day is why didn't Pep sub on Rico Lewis and James McAtee? They were in the substitutes bench for sure against 10 men Arsenal. Especially seeing against Slavia Praha how Rico Lewis and James McAtee glided through in those small spaces. Again, a shit free kick. Well, we have won the Premier League for the last 4 times, and we are shit on set pieces and corners. Just imagine if we were very good at set pieces and corners, how easily we would have won the league titles in the last 4 years. Rico Lewis, Josko Guardiol. That's a great switch. Guardiol to Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. It's just sideways passing. This is expected, especially when you uh, back to Grealish. I mean, especially when you start both Grealish and Bernardo. Gundogan's lost the ball here. Gundogan's not been that good, to be honest. Adama Traore again. Adama Traore on the ball. Robinson. Rico Lewis does exceptionally well. Great goalkeeping from Edison. Fantastic goalkeeping from Edison. Superb from Edison, to be honest. Guardiola, Jack Grealish. Manuel Akanji, he has to pass it to Kovacic. He cannot go to Bernardo out wide. He's given it to Ruben Diaz. 23 minutes gone and not a single shot on target. That too at home. Bernardo Silva has to cut it back. Bernardo. Akanji takes the right decision, to be honest. That is superb defending from Manuel Akanji. What a buy that is for us, Manuel Akanji, right? Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva. Great movement from Ilkay Gundogan there. Just couldn't steer it on target. Could maybe have given it to Erling Haaland. But when Gundogan gets into that position, I mean, what a ball from Phil Foden if you look at it. Gundogan was definitely onside. It's always difficult here. Running forward, that's a great ball from Bernardo Silva. I'm sorry, but when you're running back, it's always difficult. Anthony Robinson with the run. City are outnumbered here, out wide on the flank. Adama Traore. We're back in shape now. 5-3-2. This is interesting. 5-5-4-1 actually. No, it's a 5-3-2 with Haaland and Jack Grealish as, as strikers out of position. Bernardo Silva, Anthony Robinson, Jack Grealish. And Fulham score 1-0. We are down 1-0 at the Etihad and it's Andreas Pereira. That's expected. The way we were playing there. Exactly, Fulham scored. What the hell was that? No one was clearing it. Look at that cross from Anthony Robinson. No one dealt with it, to be honest. No one dealt with it. And Andreas Pereira, bloody of all people, pokes it home. It's the mistake of Josko Guardiola, to be honest. Just cannot allow the ball to come in there. It's the bloody mistake of Josko Guardiola. Let us see the scores in the other games, to be honest. West Ham Ipswich is 1-1. Leicester scored a goal. Brentford goals is 2-2. This is interesting. Delap scored again for Ipswich Town. City behind at bloody home. Place where we haven't lost for the last 3 years. 2.5, 3 years. We're behind to bloody Fulham, and again a counter attack for Fulham. Look at that. It's a 3v3. It's a 3v2 at the back. We could seriously we, we, we should have gone 2-0 down. Guys, we should have gone 2-0 down. I think Adama Traore fluffed an open goal over there. Adama fluffed an open goal over there. Honestly, we should have been 3-0 down right now, right? 3-0 down. Adama Traore with the Ederson save, then Pereira chance, and this one. Easy chance there. Easy chance. It was. I think you can't get more open chances than this. I don't know what Adama Traore was thinking there. Adama Traore another day could be on a hat trick. What the hell are we doing? Bernardo's out of form. Gundogan's out of form. Mario Kovacic. Josko Guardiola. Can we come back from this? That is the question. Phil Foden there. Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis making mistakes now. It's a Fulham throw in. Gautam says Rodri's absence is hurting badly. No controlling midfield. Gautam, I think we need to outscore teams now. We can't defend. We need to outscore teams. We bloody need to outscore teams. We just cannot defend. We need to outscore teams. If they score 3, you score 4. Gautam says, I think we have been jinxed by the community shield. Even that is the thing. True, that could be something, yeah. I've not thought about it like that, but can we come back from this? We need to at least make it level at half time. Kovacic does well. Kovacic has to give it out wide there to Bernardo. I think Bernardo's been shit. Bernardo's been absolute shit. Jack Grealish does well, to be honest. That's a corner for City. Gandhinia says outscoring won't happen if player like Gundo misses these easy chances. Gundogan's not in form. Gundogan's not in form. I think we need to understand that Gundogan's not in form. Otherwise Gundogan would have scored that. I think we need Foden to step up. And it's a goal! Mario Kovacic scores! Ah! Ah! Come on, City! Kovac scores! What a strike! Second goal for Kovacic! Second goal for Kovacic! Second goal for Kovacic! And I know at least one more person who will be very happy who has Kovacic in his fantasy team. I know at least one more person will be very happy with the goal, with that goal. He will get great points. That goal. What a goal by Mateo Kovacic. Gautam says that too from a corner. Gautam Kovacic averaged 1 goal a season for Chelsea. That was a deflection, but it was enemy on target. So they'll give it to Kovacic. They'll give it to Kovacic, and honestly, they don't care. I think it's of Joachim Anderson as well. Was it of Joachim Anderson? Why can't we take corners like this every time? Kovacic. And the person who said Kovacic in his team, he also has Joachim Anderson. So I think sometimes luck just works out so differently. Mateo Kovacic, Ilkay Gundogan, Manuel Akanji, Bernardo Silva. That's a. I think Bernardo has done very well there. I think we need to step on the accelerator now before half time. Jack Grealish, Mateo Kovacic. I hope doesn't fancy another strike, but Bernardo Silva has to cut it back. Bernardo has to cut it back. Rico! Ah! Phil Foden lining up the strike from outside the box. Phil Foden there. City are not letting the pressure up there. Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, great movement in small spaces. What the hell? Kovacic again. Shooting in. That's a corner. Superb phase of play from City. I think we need to get the second one from this phase. We need to get the second one from this phase, to be honest. They're checking something. I don't know what they're checking. What is that they're checking? Are they checking a penalty or something? No, I think the check's been cleared, to be honest. Why the hell do we keep on doing these long corners? And then again conceding from a corner. If we can see this, why can't Pep Guardiola bloody see this? The greatest manager in the world. What the hell is happening, guys? Again conceding an opponent attack from a corner. What is this? Why don't no other team in the Premier League does this? No other team in Europe, I think this happens. That you get a corner and the opposition team gets in the position to score. What the hell was that? Again, Fulham were under so much pressure, they're unable to get out. And what do? I mean, if you're an opposition team and City put you under pressure, bloody kick the ball out for a corner. You'll not only relieve the pressure, but you'll also have a chance to go and score yourself. Simple tactic to play against City. Exactly, Counting, that's the thing. I've never seen a team whose weakness is their own corner. Exactly. This is hilarious, right? I mean, it happens once or twice, it's fine. The freakish things happen in football. Chelsea, 4 chances from our corner. Arsenal had chances from our own corner in the first half. Anthony Robinson on the outside. Rico. Don't allow the cross to come in. Clear it, bloody hell. Very well done. And look at what has happened. happened before because of us conceding a chance from our own corner. We are under so much pressure now, and we are under so much pressure now. When Fulham get a corner, bloody your coach were the best coach football has probably ever seen. Generational coach who's won four Premier League titles and all, whose meticulous attention to detail is just something else, and he can't see this. And that is very well defended, but again, I think if you have to coach a team, the opposition, a team playing City, you just don't coach tactics. You just say to the players, kick the ball out for a corner, bloody hell. That's how you'll get chances. That's it. Relax, enjoy your holiday, come back, kick the ball out for a corner, you'll get chance to score. It's a simple tactic. Look at how Fulham are maintaining possession now. One corner and this is happening. And who the hell is telling us to kick long corners? Look at it. We have not able to get the ball for the last 3 4 minutes. I know Jack Grealish was pressing when it was so obvious that the ball would be played over him. Cardenas is Ole's Man United would have enjoyed playing against City now. Well, Tony Pulis West Brom would have enjoyed playing against Man City. Again, Adama Traore, Robinson on the outside. It's a 2v2 on the outer flank. Robinson is just killing Rico Lewis. I mean, Lewis is doing well, but it's becoming a 2v1 there. Bernardo is not coming back as much. I think you need a Kyle Walker on that flank for this game. You need, nothing on Rico Lewis, but then you need experience on the flank when it's 2v1, what to do. And Walker's had plenty of it. That's a yellow card. I don't know why Raul Jimenez kicked the ball out after being offside. Let's check the scores of some other teams. Arsenal, Southampton still nil-nil. Brentford holds is 3-2. Yes. Jack Grealish. I think whenever we kick off on Saturday 7:30, Saturday evening kickoff, I think it would be great if we could have another screen showing the scores from other matches as well. That would be great, I think. I'll do that from next time. Mateo Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis losing it. And it's a throw into Fulham. Calvin Bass is down. Then there'll be 2 minutes of added time. 41st minute gone. 5 more minutes. Can we score one more? That is the thing. Can we score one more? Gautam says we have three main team players to return in this squad before December, and honestly, I'm only interested in Bob and also Gautam how good it would have been if Bob was there because Bernardo Silva is terribly out of form. So Bob would have made that position his own. Excellent preseason, excellent community shield game where he helped us, make equalize 1-1. I think Oscar Bob would have made that position his own, to be honest. Phil Foden, Manuel Akanji, Bernardo Silva does extremely well there. And it's a throw in for City. This is excellent wing play from Bernardo Silva. Maybe think this was a game for Savinho of all people, I think, to be honest. Rico Lewis, Manuel Akanji, Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiol, Jack Grealish. Grealish does extremely well. That was a chance. Bernardo just headed it high. Don't know why he's just headed it high. I think Ake and KDB return after the international break, October 19th, and then we have Bob who will return. I think we are missing Rodri, but it's such a huge miss. I mean, Liam Delap is doing so well. Scored again today. Bernardo just had to cushion it towards Haaland. It was 2-1. Pep and you and Malilo are thinking there, bloody hell, discuss about corners at least once. How the hell are we conceding so many chances from our own corner? Erling Haaland does extremely well there. Phil Foden, Phil has to recycle it. Matt Kovacic. I think this could be an interesting phase of play. 2 minutes added on and will be added on, I guess. And I think 3-4 minutes are there. Can we carve out a good chance in this 3-4 minutes? Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis gets the ball. Ah, Fulham are under the pump. Please don't relieve the pressure. Mateo Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. Good tracking there from Adama Traore, to be honest. That's a throw in for City. Bernardo Silva. At least 2 minutes of added time should be there. Rico Lewis. Great holding onto the ball from Rico Lewis. It's 1 minute of added time. That's fine. Josko Guardiol. Great ball by Erling Haaland. Phil Foden's touch let him down and it's a corner for City. Great ball there by Haaland and Phil Foden's touch let him down. Short corner. Why don't we do this often? I think that should be that. It's an injury for Raul Jimenez. I think let's check the scores. West Ham 2, Ipswich 1. Kudu scores. This is interesting. For a long time, Kudus scored. Who was the assist for Kovacic? I don't know. Pep will be very disappointed with this half. Yes, we got a goal back. It is 1-1, but we should have honestly been 3-0 down minimum in this match. If only Adama Traore knew how to finish. If I'm not wrong, Adama Traore went to Barcelona and came back, right? Adama Traore would have been a permanent fixture in that Barca team. If only Adama Traore knew how to finish, he would be the most dangerous winger in the entire world, not just England. The fact that Traore didn't know how to finish, it's 1-1. Otherwise, it should have been 3-1, 4-1 types of a game. Very bad, a shambolic first half, I would say. First 10 minutes were good. After that, the rest 35, 40 minutes, 30, 35 minutes were just shit. It was an absolute piece of crap, I must say. No control whatsoever in the midfield. The ball bouncing up and down, up and down. Robinson goes on the outside, puts a cross in. There's no one trying to stop the cross because Rico Lewis is outnumbered 1v1. Sorry, 2v1 on the outside. Bernardo Silva not getting back quicker enough to help him. Traore goes one side and Robinson goes on the outside. What should Rico Lewis do? It's happened 3-4 times in the match. So we are not stopping the cross from the source, that is Robinson. Once I mean Robinson is a great attacking fullback. Once the ball comes into the box, anything can happen on the cross. Absolutely anything can happen on the cross. So I mean, absolutely no structure in the defense. I don't say that individually the defenders were good. Akanji was very good. Guardiol won his challenges. Rico Lewis was absolutely good. No mistakes. But collectively there was no structure, which meant that I mean, the first goal, if you take an example of that, whom do you blame for the first goal? Honestly, I cannot blame anyone for the first goal. You can say you should prevent the cross from coming in at the source, but Robinson on the outside and Traore on the inside. How does Rico Lewis mark both? Maybe Bernardo, a bit of blame for Bernardo, maybe, but then none of the defenders were on fault for that. I think there's no structure, to be honest. That is the biggest concern. If Pep will have to be concerned, absolutely no structure. We have no. Maybe the lack of control in midfield is what is causing the defense not to have structure. Maybe the defense is not so comfortable in stepping up in maintaining such a high line because now they know there's no shielding of Rodri there. Now they know that teams can play through us very quickly. Maybe the defense thinks the Kovacic doesn't offer as much physical protection as a Rodri does. Maybe the mentality of the defense is not right, but the structure is just not there for the defense. And I think on the attack, Gundogan and Haaland had Gundogan should have at least scored one goal. Haaland didn't have many chances, but Gundogan should have scored one goal. Foden was decent, nothing breathtaking, but I think we need to get Foden more on the ball. To be honest, at least let him strike from outside the box. We need to get Foden more on the ball. To be honest, it's half time and Brentford are just having a scoring spree here. Brentford 4 goals, but I don't think it will be useful for anyone in fantasy Premier League because it's four different goal scorers and four different assist makers as well. I think. And Damsgaard has given 2 assists, but it's gonna be a tough second half, guys. It's gonna be an absolutely tough second half. Just come in a minute. They're showing the West Ham game. West Ham Ipswich Bowen. Bowen's there and a good goal by Antonio. I'm interested to see the Delap goal. Just look at the strike from Liam Delap there. Wow, what a strike! What a strike from Liam Delap. I think again it's again the Cole Palmer situation. More than that, I think no one expected Julian Alvarez there to leave. I think. And anyway, I think Pep somehow didn't trust Delap, but I think if you wanted a striker with the mold of in the mold of Erling Haaland, I think Liam Delap is the perfect one. Runs in behind, is physical, has a thunderous long range strike. I don't know why we let him leave. Anyway, I'm just thinking of the second half, and it's gonna be bloody difficult. I know it's the Etihad, but still it's gonna be bloody difficult. Man, I mean, what would you change in the second half? To be honest, would you bring in I think one of Savio or Doku has to come in. Again, this is uh, they're showing the goal a back heel. That's a wonderful back heel from Raul Jimenez. To be honest, this took Josko Guardiola out of the game, and then Mateo Kovacic levels it up for City. But but again, when Kamninia said you cannot outscore opponents, Gundogan misses those chances. But then I think is Pep picking a team to outscore opponents because you see the team Pep is picking. Bernardo one side, Grealish other side, two very defensive wingers. What message does it give you? That you're trying to defend and not attack. I would just tell to put in a Savio and Doku on the wings and let's see what will happen. Phil Foden attacking midfield. That's as attacking as it can get. Gundogan running into the box. Stifle opponents. You concede on the counter attack, that's fine. Outscore them. Parade punches. They punch one, we punch three. I think that should be the strategy without Rodri. Have to counter attack. You have to come out all guns blazing and not the other way around. Gautam says Savio in for Bernardo. Bernardo is playing shit, Gautam. I honestly think if he had Oscar Bob, it would have been different because Bernardo is not able to deliver crosses. He's losing the ball as well. He's not tracking back well. Don't know what's it with Bernardo, to be honest. Sumant is here. Hey Sumant, how are you doing? Sumant says even though Rico Lewis is very good, he's operating out of position. Most of the time, his cam position rather than CDM or CM, thus creating space for opposition. He's moving too much forward, but also Sumant, another problem I think. That's a very good point you mentioned, but another problem also I think when Rico Lewis is coming back, for example, if you see for Adama Traore's two chances where Robinson is on the outside and Traore is on the inside. So when Rico Lewis is there defending Adama Traore, no one's picking up Robinson. It's a 2v1. He's getting outnumbered. Now Bernardo has to come back and help, but somehow Bernardo is being very slow. He's generally not like that, but Bernardo is being very slow and coming back and helping. So that is creating a big problem. Yes, he's going forward and is doing all of that, but I think he's recovering decently well and is be getting in position. But then again, I think the 2v1s, what Bernardo is doing is not helping. Bernardo off the ball has been pathetic, I must say, in the last two games against Brentford also he was not good. Bernardo against Arsenal also 10 men. Bernardo Silva is lethal. and he was not able to even complete a single dribble. He was not able to complete a single dribble. And Bernardo Silva, for me, is in the top five dribblers in the world. Against Arsenal, Bernardo was not able to complete a single dribble against 10 men. Bernardo's not on form. Is just pathetic. Off the ball and on the ball. See, with Bernardo, what happens is sometimes he's very good on the ball, sorry, off the ball, and on the ball his form sometimes dips. But off the ball as well, he's very, is not good at all. Gautam says, and I also would bring Nunez in place of Gundo. That is interesting, Gautam, because I think you need Gundogan to make those runs into the box because I think Fulham might park the bus now. Fulham might park the bus and we and we do not know. I mean, I think we need Gundogan. I think we see for 60, 65 minutes and then we look what can be done. And also, Sumant, is a question for you. Would you bring Kyle Walker back over Rico Lewis, or would you actually start Rico Lewis in the next games as well? Because that's a big question. Because the only alternative we have to Rico Lewis is Kyle Walker, and Kyle Walker himself is pathetic. I mean, without Kyle Walker, we would have won that Arsenal game for sure. Without Kyle Walker, I think we win that Newcastle game. Newcastle were there for the taking. So I think Kyle Walker has literally on his own cost us 4 points. So this is an interesting dilemma, to be honest. Gautam says Gundo is not looking sharp. No, not for Kyle for sure. Exactly, not for Kyle, not for Kyle. So I think we have to do with Rico Lewis again. Again. This is what I don't understand, guys. Why did we let Yan Kuto go? Why did we sell him for 25, 30 million? Because Yan Kuto would have been superb. Yan Kuto is a good crosser of the ball. Yan Kuto can do what all Rico Lewis does. Come inside, come on the outside. I think we should have phased out Kyle Walker slowly, giving him occasional games, and then Yan Kuto and Rico Lewis should have been contending for that right back spot. It would be alright. I think Pep just overestimated the shelf life of Kyle Walker. I think Kyle Walker's done. Kyle Walker's done. I think we're seeing a player in the dawn of his, in the twilight of his career, to be honest. Gautam says Kyle can be used in cup competitions only. That also I doubt, Gautam. That also I doubt because cup competitions are knockout competitions. I think Champions League is a place where you maybe could use Kyle Walker and his experience. City kick it off. Ilkay Gundogan, Edison. Don't know what Pep would have told them at half time. Let us see. Has he told something or is it the same old, same old? Josko Guardiol, Sir Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiol, Jack Grealish against Kenny Tete. Jack Grealish, Josko Guardiol, actually Ruben Diaz to Bernardo. And it's a goal kick. We are not able to get Phil Foden into the game. That is my main concern. I think you give the ball to Phil Foden as much as possible and he'll do things for you. Gautam says, I believe he has in him to play Carabao and FA Cup. I mean, he's in such a pathetic form, Gautam. I wouldn't even trust him with that. Mate, Omsha, could you please stop spamming? Otherwise, I would have to tell the moderator to remove you. Could you please stop spamming? Yes, hi from Manchester. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? And why are you not at the game? Phil Foden on the outside. Mateo Kovacic! What? Mateo Kovacic! Another goal! Mateo Kovacic! He scored two! He scored two! Wow, Mateo Kovacic! What a goal! What a goal! Yeah, thank you for the moderator. Thank you for the moderator for guess it's counting. Yeah, thank you for removing him. He was just spamming it. But again, what a goal! What a goal that is! Cross from Foden, Mateo Kovacic. I mean, that friend of mine who I mentioned before, he has Mateo Kovacic in the fantasy league. I just can't believe how he would be feeling. Mateo Kovacic, bloody, who keeps Mateo Kovacic in the fantasy league? Bloody, who keeps Mateo Kovacic in the fantasy league? Gautam says, what happened? We scored, Gautam. It's 2-1. Mateo Kovacic scores. Mateo Kovacic scores. Can we score another now? Can we score another now? I think it's an assist from Bernardo Silva and Mateo Kovacic scores. Gautam, your attacking bliss is just working wonders. Kovacic. One thing we are not missing out is one thing we are surely not missing out is the goals of Rodri. Rodri had what 8 or 10 goals all competitions last season, or maybe just in the Premier League last season, and Kovacic already has three. Kovacic losing the ball there. I think he needs to be careful. He absolutely needs to be careful. Gautam says, "Oh damn, I missed it." But Gautam, one thing we are not missing is the goals of Rodri, right? Kovacic already has three. He had 3 goals in 3 years at Chelsea, and he's had bloody 3 goals in 3 minutes in Manchester. That's what Manchester can do to you. Mateo Kovacic, Ilkay Gundogan, Josko Guardiola. We need to be careful here. Again, we have shifted into the defensive mode here. We need to attack. Absolutely need to attack. Rico Lewis. Good ball down the corner. Bernardo Silva to Rico Lewis. Kovacic. But Gautam, where was this Kova in that Arsenal game? Kovacic in this form would have scored a hat trick against the 10-man Arsenal when they were repeatedly allowing him to take kick after kick, chance after chance. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish does absolutely well. Ball somehow reached him. Phil Bernardo Silva. Bernardo has to pass it back. He does. Manuel Akanji. Bernardo Silva. That's a foul. That's a foul on Bernardo Silva. It's a free kick and it's a yellow card for Anthony Robinson. It's a yellow card for Anthony Robinson. It has to be a bloody yellow card for Anthony Robinson. If you ask me, we need to score the third here. Then we can sit down, enjoy the Saturday, and भैया जी से शैतान के बच्चे तूने कमाल कर दिया बिल्कुल कमाल कर दिया भैया जी मैटियो कोवासिच ने I mean whatever it is we are not Rodri के goals तो मिस नहीं हो रहे कोवासिच कवर कर रहा कोवासिच is definitely covering Rodri's goals if you forget about the other aspects the only thing we are missing is the winning of second balls in that midfield Kovacic is very good with his carrying of the ball passing the only thing is second balls. Ah, goal kick again. I think maybe short corner and then short free kick and then maybe should have put it outside. But Phil Foden, ah, target definitely was Haaland's head. दो से काम नहीं चलेगा. I think Kovacic is due a hat trick today. Mateo Kovacic I think is due a hat trick today. Rico Lewis, Phil Foden, Josko Guardiola. Edison, Josko Guardiol, Ruben Diaz. I don't know why we get into a defensive mode after scoring a goal. This is not bloody Real Madrid or what we are playing against. Josko Guardiol again. Well done, Phil Foden. Ikai Gundogan, can he switch it? Can he switch it? I do not think he'll take that risk. He does well. Manuel Akanji comes onto the ball. Rico Lewis, Bernardo Silva. Pepe's definitely changed something at half time. If we score a third goal, I think we can comfortably sit and think about it, to be honest. Rico Lewis does exceptionally well. His tenacity just reminds me of David Silva in certain shades. David Silva used to be a bit Bernardo Silva, you could say, in his absolute best years. I think Rico Lewis is that tenacious in winning the ball back. Kovacic, that is great. Rico Lewis has to go outside. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic again. This time doesn't shoot. Kovacic cannot get the ball back and Fulham are on a counter attack. Fulham are on a counter attack. It's a 3v3. It's a 3v3. That's a great block. Wonderful block. Combination of Kovacic and Ruben Diaz. Wonderful block there. Kovacic is having an excellent game. His positioning is not perfect, but then one more season, I think Kovacic will go up another level, to be honest. Rico Lewis. We need to score the third, guys. Manuel Akanji, Kovacic, Josko Guardiol, Jack Grealish. The cross is just a bit higher. Why can't we bloody? Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is bloody everywhere. I have not seen a player like that. Can you guys tell me in the chat? Rico Lewis is just a player. Who can you compare Rico Lewis to in the past? Who is a similar kind of player to Rico Lewis? Phil Foden does exceptionally well there. Anthony Robinson cannot touch him because I think he's on a yellow card, if I'm not wrong. Rico Lewis, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva takes over. I think Foden's movement needs to be a bit more better, to be honest. His standing still quite a bit. Maybe on the instructions of Pep, I don't know. But Josko Guardiol, Ilkay Gundogan, Josko Guardiol again, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Mateo Kovacic, Bernardo Silva. That is wonderful dribbling skill from Bernardo Silva. Look at him. Foden's touch is not good. City are tightening the screw here. We are not giving up possession, but we need to be ready for the counter attack, which could come at any moment. Josko Guardiol. Show up, bloody show up, Jack. Where are you? He's not presenting an angle for Josko Guardiol to pass. What is Jack Grealish doing there? Edison. Josko Guardiol. Countainia says Arsenal is trailing. Southampton just scored. Wow, Countainia, wow. But I think we need a third goal here. We need a third goal here. I think continuing with Arsenal, you cannot say anything because I think with Leicester it was 2-2 and then the 90 plus 3 and then they scored 2 goals in the next 3-4 minutes. So with Arsenal again, until it's over, you cannot say anything. We have seen this too many times. Well done. Get back into shape. Get back into shape, guys. Get back into shape right now. Ah, get back into shape. Very well done. That is great presence of mind from Josko Guardiola, and you would think, looking at Josko Guardiola, he is an experienced Croatian mafia, but he's just 20 years age, just 20, and he's having the looks of a defender who's seasoned in whatever he does. Great signing, Josko Guardiola, Rolls Royce defender, calmness personified. But Jack Grealish, when you are 100 million, what are you made? He is not showing up for Josko Guardiola's pass. Jack, bloody give a passing angle to Josko Guardiola. Mateo Kovacic, Phil Foden, Phil Foden. Erling Haaland gets to the ball. Great pass from Manuel Akanji between the lines. Josko Guardiola. He wanted to shoot. Kovacic definitely can't shoot from there. There are a lot of blockers in front of him right now. Bernardo Silva slowly growing into the game. Phil Foden. That was close. That was closer than you can imagine, to be honest. That was closer than you can imagine, to be honest. From Phil Foden. Great work by Bernardo Silva holding up three people. Phil Foden. Last season, that would have been a goal for Foden. Kyle Walker's coming in. Guys, I'm scared. I don't know what you guys are thinking, guys. Guys, I'm scared. I don't know what you guys are thinking because bloody Kyle Walker's coming in. Offside. And there's substitution going on, and let us actually check. Gautam says, what the F is Pep thinking? That's what, Gautam, that's what. Brentford 4-2, West Ham 3-1. Bowen scores a goal. Well, I have Bowen in my fantasy team, so an assist and a goal for Bowen, that's going well. Actually, going very well for me. Southampton, my God, Havertz has just scored, and it's 1-1 already. Saka with the assist, and it's 1-1 already in that Arsenal Southampton game. It's 1-1 in that Arsenal Southampton game anyway. But it's a free kick for City. Gautam says he might come in place of Akanji. Just do not. I think he's just lost it now, Gautam Pep. Just don't know. Gautam says Arsenal will win. Exactly, Gautam. Exactly. We know what the result is going to be. Interesting. Grealish is coming off. Akanji is coming off. Walker and Doku are coming on. This is ridiculous. At least you could have bought in Savio instead of Doku. Wow. Savio holds the ball up very well. Well, at least Doku is attack minded, but I think maybe he moves Rico Lewis onto the left and Guardiola Diaz as the centre backs and maybe something like that. That's a corner. Rico Lewis, good strike. For a moment, I thought it just went in. It's come off Haaland, and on another day that would have just, you know, gone into that far post, and Leno could do nothing. Bloody Kyle Walker is playing as a third centre back. Good old days. Very good old days. Does Kyle Walker have Pep's nudes or what? Why the hell do you want to bring Kyle Walker? Nakanji is doing so well. And Walker's passing is also shit, and Nakanji can pass between the lines as well. Good defending by Ruben Diaz. It's a throw in. Adama Traore. Suddenly the defensive structure and shape is gone. Haaland has the ball. Could it be a counter attack? Phil Foden. That's a foul and it's a yellow card. I think Foden should have released the ball there. I think it's Calvin Bassey, but Erling Haaland was on. I think he's just pulled his shirt back. There was no way Foden was able to just caught him there. So there's no way Foden would complete that pass, to be honest. Fulham with the substitutions. Kyle Walker with. I'm just freaking scared at this point on what might happen with us bringing Kyle Walker. If Fulham have any little bit of brain or something, they'll press Kyle Walker because he's absolutely shit at passing and all of those things. Jeremy Doku. Ah, that is great from Jeremy Doku. Just Phil Foden could not get there. That is wonderful from Jeremy Doku, to be honest. Look at the way he's gone inside. Foden just could not get there. The weight on the pass was just a little bit more. Foden does extremely well. The pausa that Pep was talking about, that is the pausa Foden displayed. So much calmness on the ball. Jeremy Doku there is absolutely roasting the Bournemouth defenders. Josko Guardiola. Well, Savvy on the other side because Robinson is on a yellow card. Again, shit from Bernardo Silva. Absolute shit from Bernardo Silva. This is all on Bernardo Silva. That was absolute shit from Bernardo Silva. He could have costed us a goal there. That's a throw into City. What the hell was that from Bernardo Silva, guys? If only Adama Gautam just Pep abusing Bernardo for that back pass, but you just look at the play now. Kyle Walker versus Adama Traore, and Adama Traore has outpaced him. Look at it. If Adama Traore knew how to finish, he would have scored 4 goals today. And I'm not even exaggerating, Gautam. The match would have been finished if Adama Traore knew how to finish. Adama Traore just left Walker in the mud. Jeremy Doku. Gautam just what the F? Adam, I've seen it before as well, Gautam. Adama Traore is faster than Walker, to be honest. Can outpace him. And also, Adama Traore has the strength of a boxer. I think Pep can bring Adama Traore and train him to play at right back. Just like he did with Jesus Navas. Ah, I think it. I thought maybe it would have fallen from Erling Haaland. Ah, Kowa. I think we need to man mark Adama Traore there. This is just getting out of hand. I just can't watch it. Gautam, we need a defensive list here. I don't know why, but I'm having a bit of goosebumps watching this, and this is so early on in the season. And Fulham today didn't exactly park the bus as well. They were there for the taking. We could have put. That's a great pass. I don't know who made it. Get the bloody ball of Fulham, guys. Get the bloody ball of Fulham. I think Nunez in for Gundo. Defensively, I think the midfield just looks a bit. Rico Lewis does exceptionally well, but we still can't get the ball of Fulham. I can sense a goal incoming for Fulham here. Ah, Adama Traore has switched flanks onto the right hand side now. I mean, he was all anyways on the right hand side. I'm sorry for that Walker thing. I think he switched flanks to the left hand side. I can sense a goal coming, Gautam. I can sense a Fulham goal coming. That is the worry. I can already sense it. I think Pep can sense it. That is the worry here. When was the last time you bloody saw a team coming to Etihad and passing like this against Manchester City? That is very well done from Mateo Kovacic. That's a foul on Jeremy Doku. No foul! Bloody hell! Fulham are back again. That was the relieving point. That was the relieving point there. Jeremy Doku should have protected the ball over there. That was the relief we wanted. Yosko. That's why one more extra goal and the pressure would have been far, far, far less. Haaland does well there to quickly pings the ball, but again the ball returns. Are we bloody playing Barcelona or what? Barcelona in the prime or what? The ball is just returning, returning, returning. Keep the bloody ball. These are bloody some of the best midfielders in world football, and they cannot keep the ball against a midfield of what Sanda Berger, Alexi Obi, and who else is in that midfield? Andreas Pereira, and we bloody can't keep a ball against them. Midfield of Gundogan, Kovacic, Phil Foden, the some of the best midfielders in the world. Well done, Josko Guardiola. Very well done, Josko Guardiola. If he doesn't make it, it was a tap in for Raul Jimenez. Wow, Josko Guardiola just saved the day there, if I'll be completely honest. Still can't get the ball, and it's been fucking 6 minutes. And all of this is because of bloody Bernardo's back pass. Edison, Eddie, calm down. Ah, Gotham, that was stressful, man. I didn't feel so much anxiety when Real Madrid came to the Etihad. Even Madrid bloody couldn't keep the ball like that. What the hell was that? When Bayern couldn't keep the ball like that. Bernardo Silva, Josko Guardiola, it's just calm down now, it's just calm down. Jeremy Doku, Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiola, back to Edison. Oh, Gautam says it's because we're missing Rodri, but still, Gautam, you compare that midfield, Kovacic, Gundogan, and Foden. It should be able to compete with Sandaberga, Iwobi, and Andreas Pereira. I think it should be able to compete with that midfield. We might be missing Rodri, but then these three are world class experienced players. We need to score the third. Gautam, we need your attacking blaze and we need to score the third. Now Kovacic bloody giving the ball away. Rico, recover. That is a great block from Ruben Diaz. Bloody hell. This is just getting out of hand. The stress and the tension, the anxiety. Wow. That's a throw into City. Well done. Gautam says, "Oh my God, Guardiola!" Exactly, Gautam. What the block? What the tackle that was, right? Just look at Oscar Guardiola there. Guardiola's just been. It was an open goal. Raul Jimenez thought, and then Oscar Guardiola. Ah, he's definitely worth more than 100 million. And there you go, Arsenal 2-1, like I said. Martinelli comes and Martinelli scores, and Saka with the second assist as well. Rodrigo Muniz is coming on. Well, John Stones is coming on. Phil Foden's coming off. Well. I think Pep needs the international break to sort things out, which means these 13 minutes plus added time it's going to be so crucial. This 13 minutes plus added time. That's a throw into City. Well done, Doku. I mean, words are not coming out for me. It's just so tense. Anything can happen. It's just so tense. And bloody Arsenal have gone ahead as well, 2-1. What the bloody hell was that throw, man? What was that bloody throw? Now we are conceding attacks to the opponents on throws as well. That's very well defended there. The sprint from Haaland was good. The try was good, but at least we are forced Fulham back. But no, one cross and they come out. Erling Haaland almost got to that, I think. This is just tense. It's not comparable at all. Fulham are just dominating possession. Kovacic does well. Kovacic does absolutely well. He has to give it to Doku. He's given it to Doku. Keep the ball. That's it. Keep the ball for a while. How long is it? I mean, last 20 minutes. It seems as if we have had the ball only for 2 minutes. That's how it is looking. John Stones, Kovacic, John Stones, Ruben Diaz. Yes, go back to Edison. Back to Edison. Yes. Haaland does absolutely well. Rico Lewis, Jeremy Doku. Does Doku dribble or Doku pass? That is the big dilemma. And Doku scores! Doku cuts inside and Doku scores! Woo! 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 Come on! Jeremy Doku, what a goal! Come on, even I will dance! Shh! Jeremy Doku! Woo! Come on, City! What a goal that is! What a goal! What a goal! Come on, Doku! And and the friend I told you who had Kovacic in his fantasy team, he also had Jeremy Doku and he was feeling bad that no one scoring goals. The best of the evening. That friend of mine has Kovacic, he has Doku, he also scored in his team. But Kovacic and Doku have scored. Don't know what he must be feeling. But what a shot, what a strike that is. What a strike that is. You just cannot defend that. You just cannot defend that. And Mateo Kovacic with 2 goals and an assist. Jeremy Doku with a goal. Just look at that strike. Cannot, that is undefendable. You just cannot defend that. A little bit of breathing space. Little bit of breathing space.